Okay, hello and hi everyone, and you're welcome to this class about how to use Capcut to edit, short videos or video content. So, by the way, I'd like you to know that Capcut is not the only app that you can use for your video editing. You can also use some other apps. However, I am much more familiar with Capcut, especially because it's very versatile. It has a lot of um um will I say gadgets and some of the accessories that you can play around, unlike some other apps. However, we have two different use of CapCut. You can either use the free version or the paid version, which is called the CapCut Pro. So right now I am not on the paid version. I'm using the free version. So the first thing you need to do in order to be able to understand this class is to first of all download your CapCut app. So once you download the CapCut app, you are expected to create a profile. So at the point of creating profile, when you now have a profile, on CapCut, you're supposed to be on something like this, just this let's say page. This is where you're supposed to be. So now I want to edit a video. What I'm supposed to click on is new project. So once I click on new project, it will take me into my gallery immediately, or will I call my folder, my file folder. So where I have different videos available. So I'll select a video of interest. So that I usually have a lot of videos that I record every now and then, because I know that they can come in handy for me to use it to pass a message across, or to use for my content marketing concerning anything I want to, tell my clients. So I'm trying to look for something I've not edited before. Yeah. So I think I might, let me watch this and see.
Today, we decided to go a different route when it comes to marketing. So, I'm going to be explaining.
So I'm going to be editing this because I'm yet to edit it out of all my videos, and this is what I do most times. Once I click on the video or select the video that I want to edit, it brings me here. So once you get here, the first thing I usually do is I first of all look for the general things that I'm supposed to edit in my video. That's for instance the volume. So right now you can see, even though I'm
Today,
using
we decided to
a
go a
what's the name
different
a
route when it
microphone, the
comes to
volume is still
marketing.
very low.
So,
So
I'm
the
going to be
first thing I do is I
explaining
try to go to where the
marketing in
volume
form
is.
of
So you
the
can see
acronym.
underneath here, you can
What
see
I
a
mean
lot
is
of
that
icons and
MARKETING.
characters that I can
So,
use. So
today
I've
we're going to be
gotten to
treating
where
the
the volume
first
is.
letter
You can
in the
see, so I'm
word
going to
marketing.
click on the
The
volume
first
and I
letter.
will increase it to the loudest.
Today, we decided to go
So
a
I think
different
it's a
route
bit
when it comes to
okay.
marketing.
Sorry, my
So, I'm going to be
volume
explaining
was reduced.
marketing in form of the
So this is
acronym.
like the loudest
What
now.
I
So if
mean
you
is
want it
that
to be as loud as you can reduce
MARKET.
it. But I think I like it this way.
Today, we
So
decided to go.
having done that, the next thing I also do is I try to look for what other thing will be general before I start, breaking it down or editing in between shots. So the general thing is, okay, I want the video to generally be a little brighter. I want the lighting to be better. So, but most times it's always advisable when you're recording video that you ensure that wherever you are doing your recording is well lighted, because it will just reduce the stress of editing. However, if you have a video that the lighting is not perfect, or there's something that is not so perfect, CapCut helps you, to adjust some of those things. So here, in this same scroll of characters or icons that you can highlight, you can see adjust here. So adjust it just before the video quality. So I click on my adjust will bring me to how I can adjust the look of my video. So you can see here, so anywhere you see this like diamond icon, it shows that it's on CapCut Pro. So once I click on that, it will request that I make payment, which I'm not currently on. So I'm just going to use some of the characters that are free. So brightness, now I'm going to just increase it a bit, like turning it to the right, I believe. Yes. So you can see that it's changing. My video is changing, right? So I just look for somewhere that is just okay for me, so to say. So it's my video is now a little brighter. I go to the contrast, I adjust that as well, try to ensure that there's a color blend between my skin and the lightning. The saturation, I try to adjust that as well, but if it's too much, you reduce it. Then you can use the brilliance as well. So you can just play around all of this editing. You can see is more like making it much more brilliant, but if it's too much, it will look a little too sharp and sometimes too fake, so to say. I go to my sharpen, so I try to sharpen the video so that every features in my look and in the video, becomes brighter. Clarity is also free. You can see free on the this thing, so I can also use my clarity. So you can see the more I increase the clarity, you can see the way it changes the video. So I don't want it to be too dark, not too sharp, so to say. So I'll reduce the clarity a bit. So I usually don't use this HSL sometimes because of it's also a way of adjusting, but it depends on the color um tone that you want to adjust it. So I usually don't even bother myself using, I don't use graphs as well, except when you're editing a video that is not so straight. So you just use the graph to adjust the edges and the dimensions of the video. Highlight, so I can highlight it just a bit. You can see if it's too much, it won't be too nice, so I just adjust it a bit. Shadows, so most times if you want to cast a shadow on your video, you can use the shadow to edit. So either do it backwards or forward, depending on how you want it to be. So I could use a little forward, but not too much, so that of course it has the forward is supposed to reduce the shadows. Yeah, so the shadows have been reduced, so now the video is looking a lot much more brighter. White, so if you want to make the video a little whiter. Blacks, if you want to make it a little blacker or look a little darker, so to say. Temperature, if you click on the temperature, it makes it more like increase. Yes, you can see the color changes from white to like yellow, but I don't think I want to use that, so I take it back to white. I prefer white lightning than yellow lightning. So you can play around all the others, but I think these are basically the ones I frequently use. I seldom use all these ones. I don't even use this at all. It's also to change the color of the background, so to say, but I prefer a white background. This is fade, so if you want the video or the things in the video to fade off a little, you can use the fade. I don't need it for anything. This vignette, so vignette, sorry, is supposed to more like darken the edges of your video. I don't really need that either. Then this green, sometimes it kind of like put some editing to the face. So if I increase it, you will see it's going to not just even the face, it's the entire background of the video. I don't use that either. So I hope we understand everything I've explained for the adjusts. Now the video quality, other been I was on pro, I can always enhance quality of my video, reduce image noise and all of that, but this is free version like I said, so I can't do all of that. Filters, that's if you want to use a filter. I most times, because most of the videos I edit, they are often professional videos, so I don't want them too dramatic. I don't want them to be too bizarre. By the time you add too much editings, people will feel, professional people, or people, my target audience, so to say, would they might not really enjoy it. Unlike if it was an entertaining video, or a video that is basically for just maybe making people laugh, like a skit maker, I can play around some of these things, but I have to still put in at the back of my mind that it has to be as professional as possible. So I don't use some of these excesses. So I don't even bother using filters and all of that. So now I have done the general editing that I usually do most times. So um general editing that I usually do, I've done that. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm now going to go and start editing the video little in bits rather. So first of all, at the beginning of this video, you would notice that where I started the video was showing. So what I do is I try to cut off that place by dragging you can see that that thing at the end is used to drag, to wherever you want. So I'm going to drag my video to where I don't have that part anymore. So my video is going to start from when I start talking. I hope you understand that. My video will start where I start talking.
Today we decided to go.
Let me go back so that you can see it again.
Today we decided to go a different.
I've taken out that first part that I don't want to see necessarily. So now I'm going
to go a different route when it comes to marketing. So I'm going to be explaining marketing in form of the acronym.
Okay, by the way, there's one other thing that I normally do. Yes, before I move into tiny bits. There are sometimes I record my video and I realize that my speech is a bit slow. So I sometimes use this speed icon and I try to make it fast so that I don't sound like, especially those points where you have like mental block where or freeze, so to say, where you don't even know what to say immediately. So I try to make sure that my video is as fast as possible. I sound like I know what I'm saying and I'm saying it, back to back. So it's not slow, it's not draggy. So I'm increasing the speed. Usually I use maybe 1.2 most times. So now let's listen again.
Today we decided to go a different route when it comes to marketing. So I'm going to be explaining marketing in form of the acronym. What I mean is that MARKETING. So today we're going to be treating the first letter in the word marketing. The first letter, which is the M, means meditation.
So now you can see at the end of meditation, I kind of like stop my video. So I want to cut off that place. So this is how I get to do that. So where meditation stops, it should be somewhere around here. So you can see underneath where those icons are. You can see the first icon there is split. So I'm going to click on that split. Once I click on the split, it will split my video at that point where I stopped meditation. Do you understand? So let me play it again. Be sure I'm right on point. Sorry.
Meditation.
Okay, so it's a bit behind. So I'm going to drag it a little, just gently. Just gently. All right. So
meditation.
All right. So now I want to take out where my hand is stretching to touch the phone, and the only way I can do that is I'll first of all I'll play the video and see where I continued the discussion or the message and split there as well, then remove what is in between, what is in between that I don't want. So just watch me closely.
Meditation.
Can you see? So I started meditation here, right? So I'm just going to, okay. So I'm going to go edit again. So it's from edit. I'm working on edit right now. So edit. Once I click on edit, all these icons will come out. I split it again. So you can see what I did. So now there's this small tiny bit there that is like at the center of the video. So I want to take out that part so that I do not have that part that I stretch to touch the video anymore, on my phone rather. So I delete it out. Now I'm going to play the video from
meditation.
So I noticed my hand was still stretching, so I'm going to drag it a little so that my hand stretch does not show at all. So I'll play it again.
Meditation in marketing means,
unfortunately, I think I slurred twice, so I'm going to do what I just did. I'll do it again second time.
In marketing,
so I want to know where I start.
Meditation in.
So I edit, split that place, I'll take this out again like we did the other time. So I'm going to do it, play it again.
Meditation. Meditation in marketing means
Right, so it was a bit fast, so I'll just reduce it. I hope you're following. All right, so
meditation. Meditation in marketing means reflecting.
So, if I'm going to have to explain all the way to the end of the video, we might not be able to, finish this training within a short time. So I'll jump to the next thing I want to teach us is audio. So you can see on those icons underneath, we just worked on edit. So in the edit, you can see split. I've used split so that you understand how to use split. I've used speed so that you understand how to use speed. Now animation, I'm going to click on the animation so that you understand how to use animation as well. So when you click on animation, so there are sometimes you put out a video and you just want something to be popping in the video. Maybe you put something inside the video and you want that thing to just dance, and all of that. So that's what you use all this for. But you have to use it carefully, like I said, especially if it's a professional video. Don't make it too annoying, so to say, for people. And also watch out for the ones that have the diamond was the name mark on them. They are paid, so that you don't end up finishing your editing and you realize that you cannot upload or download your video because it's actually a paid version. So you can see something like this. So if I do something like this laptop view, let's try to do it and see how
Meditation in marketing means reflecting.
can you see? So that's just something nice that you can use, but I don't want to use that, so I'm clicking back on none. So I'm taking that out. I just wanted to use it to show you effects. So for effects, you see video effects here. So video effects, so there are sometimes you watch some video, you see some part of the video is like the person's face is getting closer.
Meditation in marketing means reflecting deeply on a customer's needs. That is, you're not just concerned about the product you're selling alone, but you're taking time to reflect on the
make use of. There are different effects you can play around with. There's opening and closing. So this often can be used for maybe the beginning of a video and the end. So if you want the beginning of your video maybe to look like there's a black curtain drawing apart and all of that, so you can find all of that here. Can you see? You can find all of that here. So I'll go into the next. So that's video effects. Every other thing might require you to do paid. It might, okay, there are some of them that are not actually paid, but I don't even often use them, like I said. So this is delete. The next is enhance voice. I've noticed that this enhanced voice, you have to use it with care, because sometimes when you click on it, it makes your voice louder and clearer. However, it might make the speech, that is what you're saying, might not align with what the video is showing. So I don't often use this enhanced voice because it's more like AI and it can't be like human, editing and recording. So I don't use this enhanced voice. Then you have eye contact. That's if you want some, what's the name? So if you want to automatically dictate and adjust your eye direction, that's if probably you're not looking at the right place and all of that. So you can use that to adjust. Video translation, this one is paid, so don't even go there. Remove BG. So if you are the type that you are working with something or a background that is not so nice, you can actually adjust your video. You can adjust it with video editing. So this auto remover is actually paid, but there are some other ones that you can do that are not paid. But I most times ensure that when I want to record, I look for good lighting, look for clear background, good background, and all of that. So that's very important for you as an to make work easy for you. Then isolate voice as well. It's just like enhanced voice. It's kind of like changes the entire video if you don't use it with care. Retouch, yeah, so you can retouch your face. So perhaps you are the type that you have some defects in your face, in your body, and you don't want all of that to appear in your video. Capcut allows you to adjust some of them, but unfortunately most of them are often paid. So you can see all these four sets paid. So the only thing that is free, I can smoothen my skin. So if I click on this smoothing or this smooth icon, it will just make my skin look a little clearer. Skin tone, you can change your skin tone, but the skin tone is paid. So I don't even use all this. I don't use this characters most times. So whitening, you can whiten your teeth in the video, just play around with everything. You can reshaping your face if you want your face to look a little slimmer. So these are just the um some of the things that make me enjoy CapCut, because it is very versatile. It allows you play around with so many things. Body too, if you want to adjust your shape, you can adjust your body shape, you can adjust your waist, have a slimmer legs in your video, whatever you want to do, you can always do that. Even your hair color, it's actually paid, so I don't even bother doing all of this. So I just wanted to show us that you can retouch. Lip sync too, that is, you want your lips to be saying the same thing with the video, that is your lip to sync with what is in the video. You can use lip sync to adjust all of that, however it's paid. So I think, okay, we are not yet done. There are some other ones here. Camera tracking, I've never used it, but it's basically used to probably track movements and all of that in your video. Then you have volume, which was the first one I used when we started off. So then we have transform, that is, you want to probably rotate, adjust the shape of your video. You can crop it if you want to crop it. So I clicked on resize, so you can resize it. Maybe you want it to look a little shorter and all of that, so you can always crop it. But I do not. Okay, let me see if I can crop a bit, because I actually did not intend to crop initially. So I can crop it a bit and make it fuller, and all of that. So you can always do that in your video. So that's for transform. AI expand, that's you want to expand your video, you want to erase something, AI remove. Then I use the adjust already for us, to change the lighting and all of that. So video quality, I think I clicked on it. Yeah, it's all paid. Filters, if you use filter, you want to adjust the video completely. Maybe you want it to have like a movie background or something like that, you can always use filter. So I don't want to dwell too more long on this. You want to duplicate the video, you can always, that is, you want it to be like in two formats, you can press on duplicate. You want to change the video, you can click on replace. So you want it to be a little transparent, you can click on opacity and reduce it. You want a part of the video to look like there's a reverse, like some videos that you see where someone is walking backward. We use this reverse for all of that. Reduce noise. So sometimes when there's noise in the background, you can always use CapCut to edit it. However, this CapCut reduce noise, you will need to be on paid version to be able to use that reduce noise. What's the name? Sorry, that's a mistake. So basically that's all that I want to talk about in the edit. So the more you use CapCut, the more you'll be able to enjoy and learn new things about CapCut. So I want to I want to increase the size of this. Okay, so I just kind of like expanded it. So that's all about the edit. So I'm going to the audio next. So perhaps at the end of my video editing, I want to have like a background music playing. That's when I come here. So I come to audio here, click on audio. So we have a lot of things there. So I could go to sound. So sound, it brings out different kind of sounds that I can use as my, so I'm going to try one of them and see. So this is a blockbuster trailer. I don't think that is good enough for a professional video. I'm talking about it. So I'll look for something else. By the way, ensure that you are working with something that is not paid. It's not too good for me. So I'll go to vlog. Let me try. No, that's paid. Let's try this. So I have this now.
Today, we decided to go a different route when it comes to marketing. So I'm going to be explaining.
However, you have to ensure that the sound you just added is not covering what you're saying. So what I do is that it's already highlighted. It's already been highlighted. So you just click on volume and then you reduce the volume of that.
Today, we decided to go a different route when it comes to marketing. So I'm going to be explaining marketing in form of the acronym. What I mean is that MARKET
all the way back
ETING.
So the more you use this audio, the more you understand how to use it. Sometimes you can even put a text on your video and have that text, being uh, played like music. So that's text to audio. So to like AI would give you like a voice, behind the text, and then it will be playing like sounding like music and all. Or you can even record. So you can see here the last icon here, record. You can record your voice on top of the video, and it will be playing while the video is also playing in the background. So whatever you want to do, that's that about audio. So now text, perhaps I want to write something on my video, so I want my name to show. So there are different you see a lot of icons or here. Either you add text, you add sticker and all of that. So I actually use text templates. So when you click on text template, so it will bring out some templates, very nice templates that Capcut already has saved. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. So perhaps because I'm wearing a green dress, so I try to ensure that I'm as creative as possible and professional with whatever I'm doing. So I'm wearing a green dress, so I'll look for something that is not odd, something that then is looking professional. So I'm clicking on that.
Today, we decided to go a different route.
So I'll edit simple title and put marketing insights. Marketing insights. So that's going to be like my title, marketing insights. Now I'm done with that. So what I'll do is I'll kind of like shrink it till it fits the size. So I want to have it on top here because it's going to be like my title. However, it's dull, right? So it's not so bright. So other than templates, you see fonts here. So in case you want to change the font, you don't really like that font that is being used, you can always adjust your fonts, here. You can see different fonts here, but I'm not changing fonts. So I want to change. You can also change the style, or you go to effect. You can see some much more dramatic effect here. So I will use something that is green, which matches so you can see. So I'm using that effect. Then if you want animation, that is, maybe you want the text.
Today we decided to go.
You want the text to be jumping, or you want something very dramatic and nice for your text. You can do that using animation. So I want to check.
Today we decided.
Oh, so let me see if I should use something else. Okay, let's try.
Today we
So now this wasn't a marker here. It helps you to adjust the time that was named your lettering is going to come out. So I want to increase it.
Today we decided to go a different
slower now than before. So that's it. So I think I like this. So now I don't want this title to start from beginning because I've not introduced it. I'm still saying something else. I'm still saying today we try to go. So my title should come maybe when I'm now saying what my title is.
When it comes to marketing. So I'm going to be explaining marketing in form of the app.
So yeah, I think I just like where it is. So I can take it all the way down to the end of the video depending on what I want. So you see what I'm doing? Okay, so I noticed that because I cropped the video, now my face is coming too much to the screen. So what I would just do is, let me see if I can, okay, let me adjust, I'll adjust it a bit. Yes, and adjust it a bit, or perhaps I'll do that later because I do not want that to distract what I'm teaching. So
Today, we discuss
I don't want that to adjust to, so I'll adjust it on my own later, much later, because you can see there are some parts of it, or I remove that what's the name, what did I use? I used an effect that makes the
reflect
sound
on the
flat, so I'll remove it. I'll check where else I have that effect. So wherever I have the effect, I'll remove it, but I'll do that much later. So I'm going back to where we stopped. Text, right? So that's how you write text. You can also write more things. You can even go as far as writing everything you're saying, just keep on playing around, text, and um however you want to do it till you're done. Now overlay. Now this overlay is for when you want to probably add a picture to what you're saying or to the video. So let me say I want to do an overlay of my logo. So I click on add overlay. It will bring me into my gallery or my folder again. Now I want a picture, photos. So now I want to go to one of my albums. Now I'm going to my WhatsApp documents. So it's going to bring out the pictures of my WhatsApp document, and I'm going to look for my logo here. That's my company logo. So I'm going to, can you see? So now what you do is you will try to follow for adjust it. So I want to crop it first because I want it to be small. So I just want it to be on top of the video. So I'll crop my logo, resize it, make it small. Sorry that the video is getting too long. It's a full class. All right, so now it's smaller than before. Now the next thing is I kind of shrink it to the size that I want, and then I take it to where I want. Okay, I want to just right here on at the upper part of my video, and then I leave it there. Then I run it all the way down because I want it all through my video. So I'll run it all the way down for every part of the video. However, that's not my major cocoa for now. Like I said, that place I need to edit it. So whatever animations I did there, adversary effect, I'll take it out. I'll take it out. So I think I should have taken it out now.
marketing means.
Okay. So back to where I was. That's overlay. Now for effects, video effects, almost the same thing that I showed us. You want any of those effects showing. That's for the effects. Going back again, captions. Yeah, so now if you want captions, but so far so good, I've noticed that this caption creates problem for me because most times the captions affect it's always most times it's always better for those that are using pro, not people like us that are using the free version. So because most times it's always affecting when I want to download my video. So if I really want captions, I probably most times I use TikTok caption because I can always do that for free. But if you're on the paid version, yes, you can generate captions. You just click, you can see 20 uses per month. Although it's supposed to allow, okay, let's try it. 20 uses per month. So I'm going to look for, a template that I prefer. Let me see a template that is free that I like. Let's see. I don't want to use something green so that everything doesn't look too green. So let me use this template for once. Then I try to generate. So it's generating caption for me such that everything I'm saying will just be, would be written on the screen so that people can see for themselves. So it's generating caption. So that's actually how to use the caption. Wow, 30 something minutes video. Very interesting. Ooh la la. So we have our captions here. So sometimes the caption is not always too right. That's another thing. So you have to start checking to confirm that the what AI wrote is the same thing you're saying. Start editing. So it takes a lot of stress.
Today, we decided to go a different route when it comes to marketing.
He didn't use the sample, the template I picked. It's just, well, it's fine. Well, that's, let me go back to what I was so that the distractions are becoming too much. So that's that about caption. I don't use this aspect ratio. I don't use filters. I think I already showed you how to adjust the color and all of that. I don't even bother adding media. That's if you want to add another video into it. So you can do add media for that. AI is not free. Stickers, if you want to add a sticker or something like that, then you want to change background, yeah, that's all of that. So there are some other things I do. Maybe I want to add a video like, oh, I want to add something funny in between, like, oh, in between this and this I want something funny. So what I usually do is I would have downloaded the video that I want to add to it. So now I'm going back into my folder or my file, and I'm going to go and look for one of those, those funny memes. So you are expected to have that meme already on your folder so that it doesn't stress you. Unfortunately, sorry, because I'm on WhatsApp documents, so let me go all the way back. So I'm supposed to go to Hall or my albums. Let me see. Let me just go to my album. So videos. So it will take me to one of those my videos. Apologies. I hope the class is not boring. Okay, so some like I want to use some like this. Okay. Let me see. That's just to make your video, not just boring. You can be adding.
What have I done here with my money?
In between and all of that, just to make it interesting for people to be able to watch, because whatever content you're delivering,
Welcome, sir.
make sure that your content is not boring. So this is an example of a video that I use some of those things, so you can see in between. So that's how we just use these things, and then when you're done, what you do is you upload your video. So let me see.
What are you saying, Juan? What are you saying? What is this saying?
You can just okay, let me see if I can add that.
I want to live soft life.
Okay, so let me add this. I want it so
means meditation. I want to live soft life, no stress. I beg. Meditation in marketing means reflecting deeply.
That was just in between. So in case you want it to blend very well, you just click on this, and some of these things, when you click on that thing, it will open different things that you can use in blending. So
meditation in marketing.
Can you see how it blended?
Meditation in marketing means
so it's just like blending two different clips and all of that. That's what I use that for. So I think that's basically all. And then when you're done, you click on exports. You can see right there, top right, you have exports there. You click on the export and then it downloads your video. I hope you enjoy the class. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you, practice some of these things. Please practice videos, and let's see what you were able to achieve. Thank you.